Ford Foundation funded Omnibus now for 4 years, if I remember correctly. The Ford Television Radio and Television Workshop went out. I'm quite sure it went out of business then. And I think we were on CBS for 4 years, and that would have been the end of that. I think the 4 years, I think, would have been it. And then Ford Foundation decided they would support public broadcasting, and thank heavens they did. And to this day, they still do. If you'll see on the public broadcasting things, the Ford Foundation credit is still there. And thank heavens they did, because no one ever guessed how much commercial television would try to get rid of it.
But you did have advertisers at one point.
Oh, yes. Alistair, always called Alistair Cook, was the host, and that was his first television hosting job. He'd come to America in the 30s. He worked with Yale Dramat, and he worked with Harvard Hasty Pudding, and he just fell in love with America, so he got back here as soon as he could, and then lived all his life, of course, in America. But he always called them subscribers. That was his word for the subscribers, and they were, yes, and it was fully sponsored. I can't remember that. George Benson again was a salesman in that area, and I remember much later, after we start the Bernstein on television with the Beethoven Fifth program, he eventually got a sponsorship from two places, Ford and Telephone, I think. We did eventually 14 special programs around the world with Bernstein after he'd did 7 programs on Omnibus.
But unlike a lot of shows, the sponsors had no creative control over Omnibus.
No, that's absolutely true. Bob had absolutely the sponsors never had any reaction from sponsors. Anybody who's producing the program. He may have heard from them, and the Ford Foundation may have heard from them, but they could not determine anything about the program at all.